USS Abraham Lincoln, the American aircraft carrier deployed for Iran war, has been plagued by heightened stress levels and is running out of essentials pretty quickly. Now, a new report from New York Times has shed light on US Navy's unique problem, which goes back to the start of the West Asia war. According to report, as soon as US launched the attack on Iran, Iranian missiles and kamikaze drones fell on US Navy base in Bahrain, which damaged it heavily. The loss of key logistics hub resulted in several problems on carriers supporting operations against Iran, including on Abraham Lincoln's 5,000 sailors and their nearly 9-month deployment. Another carrier, the USS George H.W. Bush, it also in the vicinity was faced with the same problem. Report further said that Iranian attack prompted the US Navy to go back to the field desk to figure out an alternative, since Bahrain was one of the two ports where US aircraft carriers in the region were moved so their crews can get some downtime. However, the port of Fujairah on the Gulf of Oman was also within the range of Iranian missiles. This was crucial since the carrier crew, which was flying strike missions and later maintaining a blockade of Iran's ports, needed to be resupplied with basic essentials like food. Subsequently, Pentagon looked to a base under British command on the island of Diego Garcia and its supply hub located south of the Maldives and roughly 2,200 miles from where the two aircraft carrier strike groups have been deployed in the Gulf of Oman. The report said that following the supply-based relocation, Iran tried to target Diego Garcia with two long-range missiles. However, one of the Iranian missiles fell into the Indian Ocean, shot off its target, while another one was shot down by US Navy warship. Now, as the war drags on, thousands of US military members on Abraham Lincoln have spent more than 250 days at sea and are facing food shortages, broken plumbing and exhaustion. Two credible US publications have also reported suicide attempts on the 5,000-person ship.
Lincoln has been on deployment for almost 9 months, which is about 2 months longer than normal Navy deployment. They've been at sea for about 250 days, so they've been at sea without a port call for more than 6 months, which is a pretty long time, obviously, before they get to see land or see anybody other than their crewmates on the ship. So it can be very monotonous, and that also takes a toll on people. Although their operations are relatively stressful because they are doing flight operations and they do get shot at periodically by the Iranians.
The Lincoln's replacement is the Pacific-based aircraft carrier USS George Washington, which has already begun its journey from Japan towards West Asia. Another carrier, the USS George H.W. Bush, has been operating in West Asia for months since deploying from Norfolk on March 31.